I just heard the craziest cuck story from James Moulding about a guy called Michael Verse. Apparently he was texting this girl in the city.
Yeah.
He was sending her wild pictures and stuff. One of the pictures apparently was of he sent her a picture of himself in a cage, you know, this kind of stuff. And this other guy in the group was talking to her as well. And then he was looking at her phone and reading all the text messages from him. And then he called her and he picked up and said, she's busy right now. And then, so now there's apparently a bit of, I don't know, beef between those two.
Yeah.
My God. Cucked.
Jesus. Wait, with his girl?
Yeah, well, so the craziest thing is that she said he was a really good friend. So not only was he cucked, but friend zoned in the same situation.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I feel for him. I feel for him.
See, relationships in the city, like, you know, it's they can be difficult, right?
Yeah.
They
yeah. I actually had a text from was it Nunu Al Nene? Or
yeah, Nunu Al Nene. Yep.
Yeah, she texted me saying, hang on. Okay. Oh, here we go. She texted me saying, Nunu, your boo boo.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess she was impressed with the. I was in a wheelchair for a little bit, and I guess she was impressed with my
your wheels
tenacity as a wheelchair user. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing work. Almost died. Oh! Oh, nice save. Very nice save.
Fucking. Sometimes the oversteer can really fuck with you, I feel. Because, like, I'll just kind of, like, touch the wheel and all of a sudden, you know,
Oh. The fuck's going on?
Radio check.
10-2.
10-2.
Malachi, you all right?
I am, brother. I'm so sorry.
Myself and Woods have just. I sprained my ankle, by the way, for doing swimming.
I got you.
Myself and Woods have just.
I'm doing pretty good.
That Charlie Hawkins, Dr. Charlie Hawkins, has a triathlon.
Just checking up on you. You know, I saw you like parked over on the side, and then
we both think it would be a good
I
idea
was.
to
I
do
was
like
pulled
a
off.
custom
It was not the best spot to pull off,
like
but
a
I
day where we
appreciate
just
you,
do a
brother.
triathlon.
What you guys up to?
not too much. Just talking about erping. Not with each other, just other people.
Wait, really? Oh, wait. Who you guys erping with? Tell me.
Crazy story. No, I'm not erping with anyone. Crazy story about a mana member and a former mana member. There's a cock chair involved. There's a situation where this other guy. Okay, I'll tell you the whole story.
Oh,
but I'll shorten it a little bit. So this
Okay.
guy in the manor was talking to this chick for like 2 months. They were texting and calling and stuff. He was sending her freaky pictures of him in cages, this sort of thing. Another guy who used to be in the manor, who also started speaking to her. And then, what is this local doing? And then,
I know what's.
he had a phone. And this other guy called the phone while this new guy had the phone. And he picked up and said, she's busy right now. And then hung up the phone.
Oh,
and,
my God.
And then, so he's all pissed about it. And then he said to her, or no, she says about him, oh, that's a shame because he was a really good friend. So he was cucked and friend zoned in the same situation. Absolute nightmare.
What the fuck? You got any pictures? Can I see?
I think James has been twatting him, so have a look at James's twats. Yeah. Wait, actually, is it today?
Oh my God. Yeah, it is.
Oh! What's he doing?
We're going to take a gander at these up the hill, guys. Thank you so much.
All right,
Nice.
stay safe.
I think there's some kind of situation going on there.
I agree. In fact, you notice that Hounds and then Misha. Oh, Tina Turpentine.
Who's Tina Turpentine?
Misha was coming this way too. So Malachi is faceless adjacent nowadays.
Oh.
The Hounds are kind of faceless.
Sorry,
it's only
that's
this.
The night race.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Y'all stay safe, all right? I ain't gonna stop you, local PD shit. All right. Don't hang around with the faceless or the archivist, all right?
What is that?
Drive safely.
Excuse me,
If you get hurt, be sure to call EMS.
Damn.
Moving injured individuals is very dangerous.
Foot sec.
This is disgusting.
Hi, Margo. How you doing?
What are you on, Brian?
Not too much. Just stay safe, all right?
Sure.
All right.
Sure, Brian. Sure.
All right.
You
Misha,
got
help
all
me
the
crash a
BT
car.
that you need.
All of it. We got all of it.
I hope you get all the BT
right.
that you'd ever need.
Guys, remember, don't get upset if someone gets in the way of your lines, all right? Oh, wait, PD is actually coming to this.
Yeah, there's one above and everything.
Oh.
We spiked a race the other day, and 4 Amagios got out of their cars and started shooting at us.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, they downed all of us. It was nuts.
Wait. Over a race?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was great. It was Hydra. They went crazy.
Holy
Big shootout.
shit.
Big shootout.
I didn't think, I was mostly memeing because I didn't think that was a thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it definitely happens. It definitely happens. I think street racers are very sensitive individuals. Very sensitive.
yeah.
At least some of them, anyway.
I feel like, I wonder if it has something to do with, like, I'm not justifying it, but I wonder if it's something to do with, like, these are, you know, you get 1 or 2 in a day, or like, you know, in a night cycle, and, you know, they run for like 20 minutes, and then, you know, you got all your energy pumping and focus, and then all of a sudden something happens, probably out of
it is
their personal
I don't
control.
necessarily blame them. It's just whatever.
I do. Why are you racing?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But
No,
also, I don't think I can stop them. I mean, we can chase them, sure. We definitely get arrests and stuff. And that's been, I mean, a lot of people are missing licenses now, so it's like, you know, it's quite a lot in itself, but it's definitely not deterring anybody, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the previous DOJ really fucked up a lot of things. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say previous DOJ. I think Sean Danielson is fantastic, and Faulkner, in my opinion, is
He's
one of the best justices I've ever worked with. Like,
Yeah,
for
he's
me,
really
he's Crane level, right?
Yeah, I would agree
I
with
think
that.
he's just soft spoken, right? And but when he was more active, his presence was felt, and he was very balanced as an opinion. But
yeah,
I think the decision to allow people to expunge with like menial amounts of money has completely damaged the social structure of San Andreas.
It could be pretty pricey for that, especially if it's more. But it should go up every time you do it.
It does, but it still is so.
6976 Legion.
I forgot what it is. It's like, what is it? 50,000? Maybe
100.
Is it 100? So 100,
so.
200, 400, 800, 1600, 30. All those numbers are achievable.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
very achievable. People with lots of money nowadays. Lots of money.
So if you, as someone recklessly driving in a race, if you, as someone who is committing crazy amounts of crime, are able to completely wipe that anew multiple times a year,
yep.
I think from an isolated viewpoint of like, let people vibe, dude. Let people live their life, bro. Maybe they turn to life. Like, that might make sense in an isolated situation when you're looking droopy-eyed at Osvaldo, or like, I don't know, the fucking, what's her name? The Karen from Habibi MC.
Oh, Remedy Creed?
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God, yeah, let's go wipe your hags away for the one-time action every 3 months and then commits a fucking felony again. What that does is, if you look at it isolated, it's idiotic because these things have societal reactions, right? Yeah. Because if you as a criminal like, well, this didn't do anything, right? I didn't notice the difference. I didn't notice the difference in their behavior. Then why wouldn't I do it, right? And now everyone's doing it. And now there's no deterrent. Now there is no risk. There is no weight. So.
Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you about something. It was something that came up in the meeting regarding a situation at a cash exchange. You know about that?
Oh, at the meeting? Yeah, I may actually, now that you mention it, that even the fact that it did, I think we're going to have Vale and myself actually put some cold hard facts in. I
think you should. I definitely want to hear your guys' POV, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, feel free to bring it up at the next meeting. So I'm going to cut it straight. Eryn is cooked. And I've been a high Eryn supporter for a minute. But holy fuck, as she got off the deep end. So we have a deputy mayor that was kidnapped. Marshals immediately attach. Yep. Myself and Vale in one vehicle.
Yeah.
McNulty in another. That's it.
Yeah.
2 units. Not that it matters anyways. It's a fucking government employee, right?
Yeah.
Notwithstanding the fact that 911s in general have been ignored. I know this because most of them come from us. But whatever, right? It then turns into a cash exchange. Mm-hmm. About, I'd say 60 seconds to 2 minutes later, question mark. So, all right, bet. V is the primary on this. Made rather clear, not just on radio, but just from the JIPUS.
Oh my God! Jesus! Oh! What the fuck?
Hey, are you all right?
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was a sick kickflip, boys.
It was not sick. I could have died.
And we're like, whatever, right? Like, I'm not, it doesn't need to be us as point, right? We're, it's whatever. We're all in this together. It's a fucking deputy mayor.
I think it should be, though. So you carry on. Sorry.
Well, we will ultimately, like, listen, if people don't give a shit about it, obviously we would take over that situation, right?
Yeah.
But that's, I'm not going to, none of us should be coming in with that energy. It's a sergeant of the LSPD. They can handle it too. We're present. So, like, if it, like, let's just say hypothetically turned SBS, we could be like, knock it off. This is a,
yeah.
Right. Or let's say whatever. So anyways, so we arrive, we park across the street from, the cash exchange, and immediately on radio, when I say immediately, Eryn starts to, she takes over the comms from the scene lead. It'd be great. And that was odd, right? The immediate thought, like, me and Bell had was like, wow, there must be something going on. Like, that's strange. And then she goes, this is a cash exchange, only 5 units. They didn't know that she's the deputy mayor. And, like, this is such a quick evaluation that we know something is fucked. Because there ain't no way you made that evaluation. Like, what, you just took their word for it? Like, are you stupid? Like, this is not fucking League of Legends, Q. This is fucking the deputy mayor that's kidnapped by the Ballas, who, quite frankly, get millions of dollars from who? From Peggy, because she's the financial person.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
She's lovely. She did my house stuff.
Yeah. So there ain't no way you're looking at people in purple, one of which doesn't have a fucking mask because it's Andre Tyson, and have their vehicles in the back in purple, and you're just like, yeah, dog, they don't know who she is. Now, how that evaluation is made is completely unknown, but it was entirely baffling to the extent that we're just like, huh? Like, we didn't even say it. We're just like, huh? And then even Rosner, who's from the side of us, is like, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, and so I ask on radio, I go, the deputy mayor's hostage. How are we gonna handle this, right? Because I'm trying to understand this. And she goes, and I'm paraphrasing here, right? Goes, it was non-responsive, and or it was like they didn't know that was the deputy mayor. I'm like, why does that matter? Because genuinely, it's a genuine question. Why does it matter? Like, is there a reason for this? This is not appropriate. But I didn't say the rest of it. I want a reason why, like we all do. So whatever situation happens. Now, mind you, this is a attitude coming over the radio, and I want to be clear here. This isn't a typical Aaron Carter attitude or British person attitude. This is like, I've worked with it enough to know that there's some shit going down, and like, you know, but whatever. After V gets back on radio and goes, we're gonna get aggressive off the rip. Agreed. You know what I mean? Chase ensues. I go and talk to V, and I'm like, yo, man, what happened? And he goes, I don't fucking know. Another sergeant thinks it's okay to come in and start barking orders to the scene lead, who's also a sergeant. And so you can tell V is pissed. And we're like, I bet. You ready? Peggy goes, I don't know what that was. They knew I was the deputy mayor. I told them when they took me. And she's pissed. Right? And we're like, wow. So Eryn just made some shit up, yoinked V's scene, had a massive attitude for God knows what fucking reason, because none of that's been communicated. So whatever, we're not trying to, like, we as in Sassam or anyone else is just like, it is what it is, right? She's acting like a fucking dumb fuck, whatever, right? They're in a purple and color van. Chase is going. Interferences come in. Swap comes in. The only people on the chase is McNulty, 2 deputy units, and V.
Yeah.
Myself and Vale are back. Like, we're just waiting for parallel. That's the point, right?
Yep.
Is like, we're here, deputy mayor, got to apprehend him, but we're on the chase. It is what it is. Despite interference, despite them getting onto rooftops separately, dropping people off and parachuting, this dumb fuck that's with Eryn, 311s, they're breaking off too many units. Other units silently unattach.
Ugh. Okay.
At times, it was just McNulty on the chase.
That doesn't surprise me.
Now we the parachutes, they parachuted off Maze Bank, they parachuted off the casino, and they kept like rotating it, right? Like if there was a bad parachute, they'd like get back in. And so I made the call to grab Havocs, myself and Vale, to chase the parachute, right? I can do that shit. I'm fucking high command. Suck my dick. Bring it up with my boss if you have a problem with that. Like, seriously, bring it up with my boss. You dumb piece of shit. Right? Like, people have forgotten what the fuck high command is.
Yeah.
Let's, whatever. Apprehend folks. It is what it is. 20 minutes later, I run into Andre. I'm like, why the fuck did you kidnap, deputy mayor? He says, I don't know. They didn't, like, whatever, something. And I stole $120,000. All right. So it is what it is. No one gives a fuck. Ain't no reports coming out of it. And then this dumb fuck who's in the fucking car with her, I don't know what the fuck his name is, writes in the report that that I was in the chase not following pursuit order. This fucking 2 IQ dumbwit didn't, for whatever reason, like, he's got started. I've never met with this guy. I wasn't in the fucking chase, King.
Who wrote that? And why is that in a report?
I don't know. That's a great fucking question, right?
Yeah.
And you can look at the history. Why because we saw this, I contacted the captain on duty, Key, myself, Vale, and Key live watched it get altered after Vale started putting in her statements of what actually occurred. And given that it was clear by Vale's statement that we were never in the fucking pursuit to begin with, he removed it, or Eryn did, because they're highlighting, and they changed it to a marshal. She then lied and stated all these 4 marshals got on the call. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
What?
No, I was watching the GPS because that's what I do. Why? Because I want to make sure if there's 4 on the pursuit, we're not overpopulating it. No, this dumb fuck and her dumb fuck boyfriend fucked off a call with a deputy mayor after there's only 4 on the pursuit and there's interference and fucking parachutes. Because, I don't know, she had something up her ass.
Wait a second. Is it Joseph Wilson?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it gets worse.
Oh my God.
It gets worse. So as this is being doctored in, now mind you, the 2 other marshals that came later, one was Woods. He was monitoring the radio, never attached, never involved himself, sat away from everything. Second was Blunt, who came in way later. You know why he came in way later? Because we needed backup units because all these dumb fucks broke off. King, there was 1 LSPD unit with a deputy mayor having been kidnapped. And 2, like, you know what I mean? It's fucking absurd. Now,
I'm going to make you crash out even more in a minute. Carry on.
There's more. Okay, so, and then this dumb fuck, Eryn, goes and writes this fucking MySpace journal fucking command report with all those lies in it, and I can break them down. So, I don't know what fucking high school she dropped out of and found herself like lying here LSPD, but you're a fucking grown woman. Start acting like it. If there was a fucking problem to begin with, call Vale, call me. But if you're gonna bitch about it in a command report for everyone to fucking see with your horseshit lies, okay, here's the issue. If you're lying about this to your own fucking command and high command, what the fuck are you lying about else when it comes to a report? That shit is worse than anything that happened on the scene. So there you go.
Well, it's funny you say that. During the command meeting today, she suggested that Joseph Wilson become the co-leader PNT with her.
Who the fuck is Joseph Wilson?
That's because her boyfriend.
What's the fucking teach people how to fucking hell? That's crazy. Motherfucker can't even read the GPS and know who's on damn chase. Motherfucker doesn't know who high command is. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I mean, listen, man, slap asses or whatever, but you're gonna be producing some damn peanuts, right? And I don't mean the Burt kind, because that guy's successful, right?
I've never heard anyone say that before. That's an interesting one.
What, the peanut one?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of made it up as I went, like a peanut, right? Because peanuts are fucking,
it's good. No, it's
you know,
good. It's good.
And then I thought of Burt Peanut because I saw his clip recently, but you know, so peanuts
he's
are usually
among some people.
Is he? I don't know too much.
People freak out because he's American and doesn't talk about politics in a serious way. You know it is.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm
people freaking
very untapped. Yeah, I mean, so most of my annoyance and anger primarily stems from the writing a bunch of bullshit and then altering it when you realize you're wrong and sort of spinning a narrative over. I'll break it down for you. I mean, you should speak with V Gray. I'm gonna be honest.
I was gonna suggest that Opal come and chat to you about this because I think she should probably hear it from you. It's all very well.
I spoke to both Rhodes and Vivian about it. That's why I haven't approached it again.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But if this dumb fuck is bringing it up in command meetings,
no, he didn't. Oh, it was Eryn. Yeah.
Yeah, then well, now all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, if this like fucking two-brain idiot is, you know, finding a reason to cause some like fucking dumb shit, well, Vale's gonna go write the statement and clarify some of these things, because that's an issue, right? Like, yeah, if you have a sergeant that is intentionally manufacturing narratives in a command report, your what is it? Your credibility kind of goes in the dustbin a bit.
I agree.
So
yeah, that definitely needs to be addressed.
It's very disappointing because Eryn, I liked Eryn a lot. This kind of came out of fucking out of the blue. Like, what the fuck is this crash out? Right?
I know she's been dealing with a lot of various different things at the moment, so maybe that contributed to it. I don't know.
Yeah, but you listen, you know, you can deal with all kinds of things, but you go direct that anger towards like trying to like, you know, fuck someone's credibility up. You know what I mean? That's an issue, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I just seen like I would just. So I know the legislation and stuff is different now for marshals. Is that right? I don't know all the details, if I'm honest with you.
The TLDR is ultimate authority was too strong of a word, and it scared people, so it got turned into kindergarten words. So effectively, our jurisdiction is the entirety of the state. Our exclusive jurisdiction, you know, the bits where it's exclusive, so it's like shared jurisdiction. The LSPD in Los Santos County, shared jurisdiction in Blaine County.
Okay.
However, our responsibility is still the same. So inherently speaking, you know, would there be an overriding yes? And sure, it could come to court if it's like, well, I wanted, like if she, like, you know, let's say this did turn into something where like we're taking this scene as a member of high command, right?
What?
No, if I did. Right? If I came in and I'm like, I'm high command, I'm dealing with this because we got a bozo sergeant who is not valuing the life of a fucking deputy mayor. And I did that. This is all hypothetical here, King, right?
Yeah.
This isn't something that I, you know, if I pull rank and then whatever, and let's say, you know, it did go to trial, it wouldn't exactly be the best look. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It was
just a cash exchange there, Your Honor, and
right.
Oh, there's another thing she lied about. She manufactured this whole breach thing. There was no discussion or notion or mention of breach.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just expecting like fucking 2 extra units on it, but the thing is that clarity could not have been made because she came in and fucking threw V Gray effectively off the lead call, and then
V didn't say anything.
And then separately never elaborated. She was just like this huffy and puffy out of nowhere. They don't know it was the deputy marshal. 5 units only. 5 units only. That's it. Like, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like, the attitude was off the rip.
I think they're trying to keep those low tier calls de-escalated, like we're doing with, like, you know, using CVPIs and stuff. So I kind of understand it a little bit, but at the end of the day, it was the deputy mayor. So I don't think anybody from command or high command is worried about them, like, going over the unit limit if there's someone, like, from the government that's been kidnapped or another officer or something. You know what I mean? Like,
there
I don't really think there's an issue there.
After speaking to Rhodes and Company, yeah, there's going to be some guidelines coming in because apparently these situations are so complex, we now have to explain it to people in writing that there are standard SOPs intended for things, and based on the scenarios that occur and the situations that happen, things can elevate, right? And it's unfortunate it has to be written down, but it's kind of the deterioration of you know,
people don't believe things unless they're written down sometimes. Usually when there's an SOP change, a lot of people just start bringing up loads of different hypotheticals. You know, and it's just like, I mean, sure, all these hypotheticals could happen, but we're giving you standard operating procedures. If it's not standard, this doesn't necessarily apply, and that's just how it is.
The way, and I'll give you kind of like a brief, like a cliff notes of what's been discussed but not been put to pen in MDT yet, is a government official, especially in the cabinet, especially in the DOJ, being kidnapped for anything, should be looked through the same lens of, why are we calling us 78s when a cop is held hostage?
Yeah, I agree.
How cringe is it that we value our personal lives so highly and above everything else? That doesn't make any sense. Now, this is not to infer that a government official is a 78s, but it would be moving away from standard SOPs. Aggression off the rip, extra units waiting in the event there's an interference, because their purpose and their position and their lives matter more due to the position they hold. If they are killed, if they are injured, if they are incapacitated for days, that has a direct effect on the state itself and its functionality, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think for going back to like you guys taking control of stuff, I think you should take control in situations like that. I think it's cool for you guys to take control in situations like that, and I think it absolutely falls within your authority to do so, regardless of what the legislation says.
No, it does allow us to, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, that just I don't know.
I understand that Carmine came in and convinced some folks things have changed, but they haven't really.
Okay, good.
There was some confusion early on because, and I did ask Angel to sort of expand on it a bit, and she put some clarity in. Is if you look at the changes just in isolation with the wording changes with the like those things, the rest of our legislation still exists. That underlines our mandate. We're effectively sub-authorities of the state, right? And what are, like, it is our wheelhouse, right? Okay. So
I think that for me as a local law enforcement person makes a lot of sense. I would prefer a marshal to take control in a situation when it's a state level threat or something like that, personally. Largely because I don't necessarily have all the information to make the right calls on what should and shouldn't happen.
We are trained to know what the tempo is for these matters, right?
Yeah. Well, and yeah, not everyone is.
Yeah, well, it's a it's a thing, like, maybe not my rookies, but it is a part of our heavy training process, right? And trust me, we've gotten it wrong a couple times.
Well, everyone makes mistakes. Like, it doesn't, like, that's the thing. People make mistakes regardless of whether they're a marshal or cop or a deputy, whatever. I think that's okay as long as mistakes are acknowledged and actioned. I don't really... Everyone makes mistakes, so it's impossible for someone to not make a mistake every now and then.
495 on Freak. I'm with King, by the way. If you want to join us on 18, feel free. We're monitoring a weapons shipment right now.
Are we? Should I be on 18?
If you want to be.
Okay.
I mean, you're riding with me. I mean, so you're not missing context on the radio.
Okay. I didn't want to just jump on there without being, told to.
Hey, hell yeah. So I like what you're saying, but we're also trying to play politics a bit. Like, we're not here, we're not looking to, like that cash exchange situation, right? We weren't there to step on toes. It's like part of our responsibility. We can't ignore it, but we're there to take over the scene. But when we had to deal with that sort of behavior, I'm gonna come for the fucking neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It's high school shit unnecessarily because she's having a bad day. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Take that attitude and send it off duty.
Yeah, fair enough. I can't really disagree with that. So you've spoken to both Viv and Rhodes about this already, but what's happening about it? Did they say if there's anything going on, or?
honestly, I forgot it happened until you mentioned that dumb fuck brought it up in a meeting, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
and then
right,
I'm like,
I'm
oh,
not trying to
cool.
stir
This
shit up,
is-
by the way. I'm just trying to.
No, I
resolve
know
it
you're
so it's
not.
fun going forward.
I mean, the resolution is she's blacklisted from all our shit. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, that's the easiest resolution. Like, listen, if you're going to make up shit in command reports, I can't trust you to write reports on civilians we have to press charges on. All right?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, what's next? You're saying someone had a gun and they didn't have one? You know what I mean? You know?
It's a shame. I would really like to have a much better working relationship with you guys without all these things that keep popping up. I know Vale's been getting the short end of the stick with a few different things recently, and I'm trying my best to support her. I do know, I think people think that Vale, people think Vale is like new, you know, when obviously she's not.
Homie, this guy, fucking the dumb fuck, you know, in her passenger seat has literally been a cop for 5 months, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers got to know their place.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of respect for Vale. I think she's pretty fucking cool. I don't know her very well, of course, but from what I've seen of her,
develop what is going to be SOPs for a lot of the shit everyone's going to get implemented.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, she's a very, I think she's got a very good mindset to all things. Yeah, I think she's very nice. I like her. And I don't know, I mean, I probably said this to her already, but if I was running a scene and she recognized it as a state authority thing and she wanted to take over, I would never have an issue with that. It doesn't hurt my ego. I'd know that if the marshals are taking over, then it's being done for appropriate reasoning, and I don't necessarily need to know the full story in that moment to understand what needs to happen and who I need to listen to. So yeah, I know marshals are kind of thin in shift 1 a little bit into well, shift 3 into 1. So if there's anything I can do to support a little bit, then just let me know. She's welcome on any scene. She's been fantastic. Always super helpful.
Hell yeah.
Also, definitely knows the right time to break off if people were giving her shit. Which they shouldn't be. And I have been asking her about it. So
yeah, I mean, I think she's adapted very well, quickly to, you know, she's been away for a while, right? So things have sort of changed, but yeah, no, she's got a good head on her shoulders. I mean, that's why I entrusted her with all these things she's leading up right now.
Yeah, good. I mean, she seems like she's got the right mindset for important project stuff. So
it may also be somewhat important because people may not know this, but a lot came in with that legislative change that clarified some confusion. Namely, we can patrol if we wish to.
Good.
Yeah. So
it shouldn't be an issue there.
If you see 5 marshals show up at a cash exchange, we can do that.
Yeah.
Like, now,
can I ask
is
one
that
thing?
something I will be doing? No. But
yeah,
if I wanted to, I could. You get the clarity there, right?
Of
like,
course, yeah.
It's
absolutely. Like it's within your jurisdiction. It's like just I can, but I don't necessarily need to. But will if I have to.
Sure. Yes. So.
One thing I got to ask, there was some feedback that came from the meeting about marshals bringing the marshal CVPIs. You guys might need somewhat like different ones without engine swaps potentially, because they're a bit good.
If it's a CVPI call, that should already be understood.
Yeah, I think because I don't know if people necessarily realize that those marshal CVPIs are actually quite good.
They are, and they were tuned by the state. So
yeah, exactly. So,
if it's like a CVPI only thing, that should already be understood.
Okay,
but
good.
I also want to make it clear, right? Because you have to understand from my perspective, when you kind of are dealing with that kind of horseshit, like the one I just kind of mentioned, because some people are depressed and they need to fill their life with drama or whatever. That if that is happening, I need a report on it. If I'm not receiving reports with specifics, there is no problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how I function, because Otherwise, it's like hot air, right? Hey, okay, I'm glad you understand. It's not like, this isn't saying, hey, it's not a thing, but it's like, if there is an incidence of it, it sort of sounds like a hypothetical that is...
I don't have like an incident to bring up where it's happened, you know? I'm just saying it to you because I think it was a point of concern with something that could happen.
You want to go to New Babylon?
Jesus. Really? I don't like LSPD right now. I was talking to Clark the other day and he's...
Oh, you're with me. Don't worry.
Did you hear about the car explosion thing?
No.
Oh my God. You got to ask Clark about it.
Clark?
So...
Mason?
Yeah, he's Clark Mason. Yeah, he was super pissed about it. So that obviously there was that.
Sassam is kind of not in. We're kind of. It's kind of something boiling right now.
Oh, I see.
Started calling one of them a peasant because he pissed me off.
A peasant?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that shit they built on the train track?
Yes.
Looks kind of wild, huh?
It is.
You seen Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
I did.
I mean, looked exactly the same to me. I don't know about you. That looked like jousting to me.
I
don't know. Yeah, New Babylon. There was like a car that had a bomb in it, and they called the cops. The cops came in and was like, "There's no bomb in there," and then New Babylon got in the car and they blew up.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they were pretty pissed about it as well.
Yeah.
Not to keep beating on this Eryn thing, but apparently there's a lot of shit that has not been brought up. I only heard this when we realized how annoyed V's been, not recently, but for a while, and it goes in line with this bomb situation.
Wait, is Eryn involved in the bomb thing?
The name was brought up.
Oh no.
But apparently just 2-3 days ago, there was a shooting. Brother, if you hear, you need to talk to V, bro. Apparently at Legion Square, there was a massive shootout with civilians trapped in the bank.
Oh, fuck.
And Eryn called V, screaming at him to come to the jewelry store when he's like, there's civilians stuck in the Fleeca bank because there's a massive shootout at Legion Square. She goes, that's their fault for being there.
What?
Yeah, brother.
No
I think she's lost
that.
it. Like, this isn't.
What the fuck?
Listen, I don't have time to make up shit. There's too much, like, idiots. Like, there's too much content for me from people doing dumb shit to have to make it up. You know?
Hello.
What in the fuck?
You busy?
Just having a chat with King. What's up?
Who did my background check?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, in the interest of transparency, because it just came up in conversation and I realized that Blunt didn't know about it. Did you ever read the Michelson inquiry?
The what?
The Michelson inquiry.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I shot a senator's son. Long time ago.
A senator's son?
Yeah, like I killed the son of a senator.
Oh, okay.
Senator Alvarez, Vice City. When I was in Vice City SWAT, I shot legally. He was in a coke den, and we did a raid, and they tried to kill us, and they killed a whole bunch of cops. But yeah, there was a big inquiry about it because he went on TV and he was like, "These officers executed my son." So they had to do a big inquiry that was like, "No, actually, your son's kind of shiesty." A shiesty fuck. It was a whole inquiry, but apparently this has never shown up on my SASM background check. So in the interest of transparency, if you want it, I can get it over to you.
Yeah, if you could
the whole thing.
Give a copy to Blunt.
He's got it.
And good, very good. Yeah, please send me a copy as well.
Okay.
Look, I killed Cody Sharp. That was Richard Dark's son for being coked up and trying to shoot up a room of cops, and I put a bullet in his fucking head. Well, it wasn't just me; it was 2 others, but I covered for them because I knew that they were going to get a bunch of shit for it. So, and I named a park after him. Actually, you know the one across from, if you look through the window towards ADMC block, that's Cody Sharp Memorial Park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we raided like a coke distribution thing, and then they all tried to kill us, and it turned out that one of the people that was trying to kill us was
his son.
was the son of a senator. Yeah, but he like dragged us in the media for months and months and months. So the DA had to do this big fucking inquiry.
Jesus
and it's just
Christ.
like there's a whole thing. But I'll get it over to you. Sorry.
Okay.
This is like 2019, 2020, a long time ago.
Understandable. Hey, I appreciate it.
Yep.
All
okay.
right. You stay safe.
Oh,
Bye.
fuck. You said there's a megaphone.
Oh yeah, there is a megaphone, isn't there?
I'll be honest, these guys kind of scare me a little bit. They're like super unpredictable. That day where we breached the compound and they just started blasting.
Yeah.
What the fuck? These guys are nuts.
We flew you know that faceless jet that we seized?
Yeah.
We flew it over their compound yesterday. Like I said, there's a bit of tension between the marshals and them. So
really? Wait, so they thought it was face flying over?
No, ours is blue. We flew that shit right over. Not once, but twice. Yeah. Let them know, look, I'm fucking paying attention now, right?
I like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to send a bank truck in there with 20 cops like propped up on fucking towers, but you know, slow and steady.
I felt awful in that shootout. I was shooting people left, right, and center with guns out, or who were shooting, by the way. And then I asked Air One, like, where the fuck are Air One comms? And they said, we can't see anything. I was like, what do you fucking mean you can't see anything? They said there's a sandstorm. I was like, oh. And then I stopped shooting because like I didn't have a sandstorm.
Well, I knew it was gonna go bad. That's why it took me and Juno to go do something else. But I couldn't pull back Vale and Kent quick enough because like
Vale was fantastic, by the way, as always.
Yeah,
she was a big help. She was in my group of SEAL Team Sick, and we went in we were Navy SEALs, so we went through the ocean. It could have been a really good plan. It was just poor execution, very poor. And then obviously the articulation in court afterwards definitely didn't help. But it'd be what it'd be, I guess.
You know, actually, when I spoke to Alfonso about it, he's like, oh my God, but Vale is there and Mountain. I was like, listen, don't get me wrong. Vale's my fucking killer. Take 10 of your Babylonians, she'll murk all of them down and be left standing. Yeah. But
she's
like,
the butcher of Babylon.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, don't get it wrong. Like, listen, we follow the law. We do this, that, and the third. But, you know, you do some wild shit. Don't be surprised if you're like lying face down in the fucking mud. Right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
if that bothers you, that a state level agency, like, look, we respectable, understanding, considerate, will, like, you know, hear another side and be open to compromises. But, you know, you start acting tough and start swinging a gun around. I mean, you're going to be on the fucking ground, right? And
yeah, Vale's one of those people who, like, you know, if she makes a threat or if she has a gun out, she will not hesitate if she has to use it.
Yeah,
that's one of the things I really like about her. Is that she's no second doubt. If I'm like, Vale, I need you to shoot this car, she'll do it. It will happen. It'll be done. As long as I give her the right comms and the actual information she needs to do, you know, to pick the right target, she'll do it.
Exactly that. No one is going to ever respect or want a vibes department, right? Like, or it's, you
that's
know,
what PNT was for a bit.
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was the Peach vibe check. Remember?
Well, I think she got the short end of the stick. It was more than just a vibe check. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I think some people weaponize that against her, even though they should know what the vibe check was. And for some reason, I don't know. It was one of those punch God in the dick moments, right?
Yeah, I like Peach a lot. I liked, you know what? I really liked her doing PNT because it meant I didn't have to do anything with PNT. That's also not a good thing because I should have been doing stuff with PNT a long time ago, but I never really did. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Have you looked through the command reports today?
Negative.
Okay. Carmine and Jeb stepped down yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I was present for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another shit show.
Yeah.
Because the judge that oversaw it not only committed a traffic infraction in front of me with a busted ass vehicle. I do think his ruling was exceptionally sound, but for some reason at the end, he was too much of a pussy to take their weapons license, which is what he's supposed to do, and said, you guys decide, but that's not how the law works, because it is not a choice. It is a legislative mandate that you will lose it upon conviction. And so I had to kind of like tell the crowd of folks, like very as diplomatically and while sternly as possible, like, this isn't a your choice thing. Like, there is no option here. There is no, but it's just Jeb and Carmine. That having been said, I don't think criminal use should make you lose your weapons license. I think it's actually against the legislation.
I mean, technically it says any felony, right?
It's not a criminal use isn't a felony.
Hang on, let me read this.
So it's a very strange, like, it almost seems like it's unintentional. If it is intentional, it's in a very awkward way, because it says violent misdemeanor. But criminal use is not inherently a violent misdemeanor. So that was the initial argument. But after that was found, another one was found, but that's a problem with that, because now you have to look for another reason. Well, that other reason is if used in the aforementioned thing, something like that, like the restricted shit, and no proper purpose or something like that is sitting up there. So it's kind of like you have to look at one thing that references something else that references something else. And usually that's a sign of, hey, this probably needs to be a bit more explicit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's... I think for me it would depend on how it's articulated, whether it's a violent felony or misdemeanor for the criminal use charge. But I don't think you're wrong.
So, and then you know what was is also crazy is that it was never criminal use to begin with.
I question that.
It was assault with deadly. So why did they undercharge? And by undercharging, they couldn't use the felony diversion program.
Am I correct in saying they were charged because they were shooting the vehicle that was no longer a threat, or was it something else?
Based on the testimonies of law enforcement and the victims, regardless of whether or not a vehicle hit them, which they weren't able to prove because there was no medical records and they never requested it and expected the doctor to remember something, right? Which is completely unreasonable. Especially when it comes to the specificity of like, you go to the doctor and you might have something on you, but like, are they really going to keep that in the back of their mind? Right. Everything pointed at that they continued to open fire on them when there wasn't a threat, that even when the vehicle left, that they continued to open fire. Right. So it throws out stand your ground, right? Because if they're self-admitting that the vehicle kept going and they kept shooting or whatever, well, it's RIP, right?
Yeah. I think they were trying to act like cops there, to be honest, by the sounds of it. But they weren't on duty, and Jeb didn't have a badge or a gun available. So.
Well, they tried to use what Pred did. Do you know what I'm talking about? No. Wait, you don't know about all the Pred shootings in Mirror Park?
Which ones? I know there were... Was this yesterday, or is it a different situation?
No. They tried to copy his style there, but there wasn't enough corruptness around them. Some lady who... She's a felon, right? but she's doing her food deliveries, and she went to go deliver food, and Pred claimed that she tried to run him over, so she shot him.
Jesus Christ.
And then no one did anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was understandably like livid, like, what do you, yeah.
Oh, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's always
There's a week and a half
stuff
where he kept shooting people down, saying they were threatening him, and people just watched.
I thought that was the security guys.
What do you mean?
Oh, the security guys keep on shooting people down, doing the same thing.
Oh,
I think they're actually being threatened, though. I was planning on going undercover into the food place the next time they're on duty to see what's actually going on. Reminds me a lot of the tow guys, because I responded to a lot with the tow guys going around, and they were getting chased with class 2s and stuff. And there was a situation ages and ages ago where I did go undercover, and I was on the back of the tow truck, and we just towed somebody's car from Senor Buns after it was illegally parked. It was correct. They did everything properly. And the car came up behind us. They both got out. They had fucking AKs pointed at us all. So it was a bit of a nightmare, really. So I do think there's an element of both things happening. I believe people when they say I believe them to a degree that they fucked with their car and made it parked illegally. I'm sure that's probably happened. But I also believe that people go at them for just their car being towed, you know? So, and I do think the same happens with the security guards. So quite crazy.
Yeah. There's a style of thing that we should have never be moving back towards, and I think sometimes that comes into play, right? To be rather frank about it, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna do this thing because never mind, I'm not gonna get into it.
Fair enough.
It's
yeah, I don't know, but otherwise I'm sort of liking being a sergeant again. I have been as I said to you on the phone, I've been considering demoting myself, but just kind of giving things time to settle to see what happens. I've been dealing with a lot of shit recently, not really stuff to do with work, so my mind's kind of all over the place. So I'm trying to give things a bit of a chance. But at the moment, I'm feeling like the restructure it's not really a restructure, it's more of a command shuffle. A restructure to me is everybody going into a yellow vest. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. It's gonna give things time to see what happens.
Yeah.
I like Viv. I think she's pretty cool. Let's see what she does as ass chief.
Pretty glad she's in that position, I think.
Yeah, you know, she's cool. Opal as a lieutenant is good. I'm happy to not be a lieutenant, and the new structure that Rhodes has put in is a lot clearer.
Yeah.
And just an actual structure, and more of a pyramid structure as opposed to being very, very top heavy. Which I think is better for the department as a whole.
I think there's also I was speaking to Peters earlier today, and I was like, because he's locked in. Obviously, he has times when he's not locked in, right? He has a switch, but who doesn't? A stable, functional, effective police department is important, because if you do not have that, then those that are like, you know, a bit more to them or shitlords don't really hit.
I get what you're saying.
Like, and it was, we kind of said it like this: me and Peters are the biggest shitlords in the city, I promise you that. And if both of us are locked in, there's probably an issue.
That's quite funny. That's quite funny you said that.
I said that to Peach too. When Peach had to lock in, now don't get me wrong, Peach isn't a shitlord or whatever, but like, you know what I'm saying? She's, you know, there's a lot to her.
Nah, she's
right?
fucking great. I love Peach.
Yeah. I'm actually sad she didn't get as much of an opportunity. Yeah. It felt like she got shunned away too quickly because her reasons for doing things were devalued.
Yeah, I agree. I see. I just wish I had helped her more. I do feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
But I do think she's fucking awesome. She's a really good cop, and I do think she's a great command member too. Like she's like when she's dealing with people and moving people around, I think she's great. I really do. I know a lot of people had complaints about various things, but I also think some of those complaints were a little bit over the top. So.
Has it been very quiet this week? Sorry, one sec. Hey, Woods.
That's all right.
Hey, you remember the scenario in Cyprus?
I want you to be on 18, even if you're doing paperwork, by the way.
I'm on 18.
Good
on 18.
shit. Yeah.
I need your statement.
Yes, absolutely. What was the situation?
It's the situation with Juno in Cyprus where she was kidnapped from Liquid Library and shot at the construction site.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm trying to get the warrant pushed out for Wally right now.
Absolutely. I will do that. Give me 30 minutes. If I don't do it, hit me up again. It's very quick. We arrived on scene. She was okay, and we left.
Okay,
So
I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to Frosted.
Oh, do add my name next to Frost's.
Okay, we'll just do that then.
Because it was literally the same thing. We literally arrived. She was there, and we had to go back to a state situation. You know, we were sort of spread
with
thin.
the whole, with all the guys in white.
I have no value to add other than that. And I drove him to drop off the evidence.
Okay.
Easy enough.
I'll just add you to his statement then.
Beautiful. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you.
You take care. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, it's been quiet this week. I mean, you know,
yeah,
not a lot of 78s, a lot of like, even when patrolling, I'm not noticing a lot of vehicles, and it may seem like I'm driving aimlessly. I'm actually actively looking around, seeing if there's anything out of place.
I think I don't know. I was like away for maybe 4 or 5 days or something. So there was a period where I wasn't really around either. You
got that WoW bug?
No.
Oh, I figured you would be.
Well, yeah, I do, but that wasn't why I was away.
Understandable.
Yeah. I've got my character's geared and I'm ready to pump. Honestly, I can't wait for raiding it Mythic Plus now.
Wait, so what's going on? Is it like a new expansion or what?
Yeah, brand new. So it's called
Oh,
Midnight.
it came out already.
Yeah, it's out. It's pretty fucking good, not gonna lie.
It's called Midnight?
Yes. Yeah,
Sounds like a fucking Gatorade flavor, you know?
Some people think it's pretty Disney, to be honest, but
it
I don't
sounds
know.
at midnight. World of Warcraft Midnight?
Dude, one of their main guys said recently
what the fuck, chat? Give me a 1 if you play WoW. Give me a 2 if you don't.
Aggressive. What are we doing?
Wait, one of their leads said that they regret it's called World of Warcraft because it's aggressive?
What's it? He's like a Chris Metzen or whatever his name is.
Wait, Chris Metzen is like their main guy.
I know. I know he was away for a while and he came back and he announced like the last expansion's coming out for a while.
He must have been on drugs or ketamine or something, like, you know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, but like a lot of us saw that and we're like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about here? It's crazy, but I mean the expansion itself is all right. Don't ask me about the story because I don't watch any cutscenes, read any quests, or literally do any of that. I want XP until I hit max level and gear. I don't give a fuck about anything else. And then it's pumping and pushing keys and getting crazy loot. That's it. But like the dungeons I've been in are really cool. The visuals and all the new zones are really cool.
Is there like a guy that comes over? Hey, I'm the boss. Like
no,
and then like it breaks into like I live in Azeroth and like, you know, just like a fucking music segment, right? But hey, you can skip it.
Dude, there's honestly some of the quests they're running out of ideas, you know? They're running out of ideas. Like there was one quest where I was saving cats from a tree as a fucking death knight.
Jesus Christ. See, I enjoyed Mists of Pandaria because I think the questing and the mystery and whatever was the best I had seen up until its release. That was the last one I played.
I didn't start playing until end of BFA, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I always actively avoided it when I was younger. I was all about CS Source and Battlefield, and you know, big shooters and stuff. I thought
I played a lot of that
was
too.
Lame as fuck, but now I'm playing it decades later.
Got into it in was it high school? No, I think it was college.
Yeah.
Let's just say that a lot of World First I was a part of. So End of Ragnaros, Thunder Fury. Oh yeah, the first Grand Marshal all happened on a server called. Yeah. I wasn't. That's so cool. You have to understand that when it came out, you're never gonna get the vanilla experience. People say that it's not.
You won't, because all the guides are out there and stuff. Like the discovery part of WoW is not there anymore. You
have to understand that there was literally no photographs of half the bosses in Molten Core.
God,
for months.
When I did my attunement, when I was leveling for TBC, I did my attunement for Onyxia, and I did it for Molten Core. Onyxia takes like it's like an entire day to get it done.
It was, yeah.
And I just the whole time I was doing it, obviously I was reading a guide, and I was like, how the fuck do people find this? There's like a random NPC on top of this random mountain in like this, like in one of the end game snowy areas, I can't remember the name of, and like then you have to go back and like go to the other random NPC in a dungeon. It's like holy fuck.
Because you have to remember that when vanilla came out, people weren't raiding for the first 9 months. And you have to understand that the things that are taken for granted were not known strategies. Like don't step in the fire was something that needed to be taught. The concept of it, what it does, that it's a specific amount of time. There was no thing that alerted your screen that you're setting on fire. So every individual needed to be locked in, but simultaneously become aware sometimes in person what that was. Think about it. Imagine you're the first one who, like, there's 40 people, and imagine one person, only a few people experience what a ring of fire under them looks like. The first time they see it, they're probably panicking. Now you have to learn what is it. There's no DBM. So
I wish I had experienced that. I wish there was a way to go back.
There is nothing like it, because even when people started beating the bosses, you had to socially talk to people. Like, so the first Grandmaster, for example, is because how did you get attuned? Word of mouth. There wasn't on the forum anywhere. That was considered secret information. It was classified. Strats were classified. Oh, I'm serious.
That's so cool, though. I love that.
And so you'd have to make actual alliances with actual gangs guilds to share information. What are you gonna give us for this thing?
Oh, what the fuck? Was that guy in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
So when like the Grandmaster stuff, us and Skyfang, there was a guy named Jubei. We learned that because they released the honor points. That's how it used to work. And you farm the honor points but the majority of honor points was from grinding at, I forgot what it was called, Torin Mill, ? And so there'd be hundreds of people just murking each other endlessly. and that's it. However, we learned that if you killed one of the leaders of a city, it was like tens of thousands of honor points intended to be split between 40 people, right?
Oh.
So we took 2 raids of folks, we were Alliance, and raided back-to-back cord cities. 2
That's so
raids
cool.
coming in. And what we did is we let Jubei hit the boss first. So he got 40,000 to himself.
What?
So in about 3 weeks, he was the Grand Marshal, first in the world,
Jesus.
and had everything unlocked. The moment, because they didn't
So
release,
cool.
I think, the cosmetics right away. It was like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
weeks later. So day one was just like purchase, purchase, purchase. He's also the person we boosted to get the first Hand of Ragnaros, because it was 4 separate raids getting the cores. And, you know, so yeah, there was a lot of that. So
Man, maybe we'll
I was
get
actually
some
the
of that
first
back
in the
when
world.
Classic Plus comes out.
yeah. Do you remember AQ40?
Yeah.
Do you know the Twin Emps?
Yeah.
Do you know past the Twin Emps, there's the Gauntlet? It's a
vaguely.
gauntlet full of like, it's a big, long, like 2-minute run of like mobs. And at the end of that hallway is the Eye of Sauron, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Is it a big staircase at the end of the straight run?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think.
And there's just shit all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people couldn't get past that, but could kill the Twin Fs.
Hmm.
So, and I had 3, like, what was it? Like tier, what? I think it was like 3.5 or 4.5.
It's
gear.
3.5.
3.5. I can't believe I remember all this.
That's crazy.
I was the first in the world with those items as a rogue,
What?
because
God.
I had enough of the rogue stuff, because I don't think you understand. I was literally cracked. I was working with other best rogues to develop the Excel sheets to figure out the rotations and the consumables to get the maximum DPS. Like, I used to crack on those meters.
So you were
So
there when
I
they
would-
figured out hit rating then?
Oh yeah, that was figured out before AQ40.
Was it? I didn't realize.
Yeah. Okay, like hit rating, like, you know, that stops you from misses and stuff.
Yeah, like tanks need, well, warriors DPS or tank needed 6%.
Yeah, you
whatever.
needed it through the Excel sheet, because sometimes like crit was better than hit chance and like all these other things. And you have to keep
Yeah.
in mind the formula changed a couple times over. So without an Excel sheet, you'd be doing your head in, right?
There's nothing like that in current. Obviously, there's like the big change in the current expansion is that they've killed a lot of the add-ons, right? Especially ones that were involved in
Correct.
combat situations. So Weakor are gone. DBM is now just a reskin of their own cooldown stuff that goes on for boss warnings.
Well, the early versions of that were available, but you had to pay thousands of dollars for it. I'm not kidding. People,
Those guys made a lot of money.
the guild got these big guilds used to pay developers to make them custom shit. So DBM is just, I think it came out of the DBM that initially came out was the public version. So what would happen is like you would get like, so I don't know if you know this, but the biggest guild was called Death and Taxes. It was Death and Taxes and Drama, both on Shattered Hand. Death and Taxes was from MIT. The majority of those guys.
That's
Oh yeah.
crazy. I didn't know that.
And
Intimidating.
so, and I knew this because I mean they told us it was East Coasters, and fucking. So some of these guys legitimately had to program Lua scripts when the frameworks didn't exist. So even
Jesus.
the existence of something post-parsing was like all that was available. But in the moment stuff didn't come till much later. So let's say Molten Core was like, I think it was during Blackwing Lair, the first iterations of like a DBM. It was called something else. I think it was called like Raid, like Boss Count. I don't remember. But like the only ones that would get released is what was already farmed, and that the new one was being progressed. So you would never get the new shit.
Nowadays, you just get everything because they create everything when it's in beta or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking cringe. That's why I quit. I was
Well,
like, it's not
You
the
might
same.
like it now. I don't know. It's definitely not the same, but it's a little better. I think I'm going into the raid blind. I'm not looking at any mechanics or anything beforehand. I don't like doing that. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, it's
and
for
DK
me.
is fucking pumping too. So
I want you to imagine you're in Iron Forge. As you do, you log in that day. You're done with classes. You go to Iron Forge. You're getting your flasks ready for the next raid, and you see someone standing on the bridge with an item you have never seen in your life.
Oh.
And you're like, what the fuck is that? And no one else is going to have that shoulder piece for months because they won the loot lottery. And they're in the guild, one of the few guilds in the world that can even challenge that boss.
Yeah.
That feeling it doesn't exist anymore. That's why I can't play. Right?
Yeah,
Instead, now there's some cringe lord that just paid someone to like, I mean, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's 3 different colors, but he has a special color. No, fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know, it's something I kind of miss from Classic is that it's the transmog. I like transmog, but like it removes the whole like special thing away. Like when you're walking around Stormwind and you're seeing everyone stood there like AFK or whatever, and like you see
they're
someone
wearing their progress.
Yes, exactly. Like
they're wearing their power.
Shit, that guy's in full tier 3, and like, oh fuck, that guy's got Thunder Fury. Fuck, that guy's got Hand of Rack.
Yeah,
like it's like I love seeing that, and like people's special mounts and stuff. Like, oh fuck, they've got that, man. That's sick. But like now, I mean, my Death Knight runs around in a Murloc outfit, so like it just doesn't matter.
I had one of the rarest. Oh, actually, let me finish the story about the rogue thing. Yeah. I figured out, spent hours how to stealth through the gauntlet at AQ40, and to this day I'm pissed that I can't find the link. It's probably on some WoW something, I forgot. There used to be like a media sharing thing. It's probably there somewhere. I literally ran the entire thing. It was so sick. It was like I went stealth and I broke the stealth into a sprint and then had to throw like a fucking like blind power pounder over here, gouge this one over here, run again, go into a vanish, like, you know what I'm saying? And I got through, and it was like the biggest achievement. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, cool. You can't do it. You can't world first. Back then, if you wanted to, Snow, if you wanted to, you could do something that no one else has ever done. And it would mean something.
Yeah.
But now they hand a fucking participation trophy to everyone.
Yeah, I still like going in and doing because I've always done key